Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this week's playoff edition of the Misfit Toy Fantasy Football League recap show. As you saw there, entering in there, the intro, little Queen for you, tear it up. Love that song. Also love me some Ruby Doobie over here. That was the trophy Thomas found last year in his room. I uglied it up with a bunch of stuff. We got old Jim on there with his more cowbell picture and everything. So it is the second year of the Ruby Doobie, the fourth year of the league. The first 2 years shouldn't count because no one participated in those two besides me. But anyways, your three-time defending champion, that is me. And we will take a look at the playoff picture here in a bit. But first of all, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the final week of the season so we can see how the seeding matched up here. Brady Gaga, that's me. I took down Angie 212 to 161. Leanne beat Anthony Natron 140 to 98. It was Team Desperito over Team Christine 166 to 136. KP took down the Teely 160 to 92. This matchup, we had two teams going the wrong direction, Lisa and Nick. Lisa snapped her losing streak with a 157-88 or 157-148 win over Nick as Nick limps into the playoffs, a 3-game losing streak. He feels good about his 3 seed, but he's got some issues to make up there. Last minute lineup, and Brad knocked Elliott off of the 2 seed line with a 156-136 win. And in the biggest blowout of the week, it was Darren and Justin Field of Dreams taking down Team Tyler McDonald 253 to 125. Darren had the waiver wire pickup of the week. Taysom Hill, almost 50 points for him there. Great pickup. So let's take a look at the final standings. We go into our playoffs here. In the East Division, I finished 10-3 in first place. Jazzy Sports Balls and Red Hot Brad. I don't want to see Brad in the playoffs till May the championship game. We'll take a look at the brackets. Hopefully he's not on my side. But Brad is hot, everybody. He and Nick finished 8-5. Leanne finishes 8-5. Angie at 5-8. KP at 4-9. And Team Christine, right now the 14 seed as the Sacco favorite, is 3-10. In the West, you see Justin Fields of Dreams, Darren Dow. He moved in the first place at 9-4. Elliott finished 8-5. Tommy at 7-6. Lisa and Anthony Natron Nathan. Team Teely all 6-7. And Tyler McDonald at 3-10. So now the moment we've all been waiting for. You got the playoff bracket introduction. The 1 seed will be Brady Gaga. That is me picking up the 1 seed. Last year I was the 2 seed, but good to get that bye in the number 1 seed. In the 8-9 matchup, you have Nathan, the 9 seed at 6-7 against Lisa, the 8 seed at 6-7. As you can see, the points are there. The higher the seed, you get a little bit home field advantage. So you get a point for 2 points for every seed differential. So that's why Lisa has a 2-point lead over Nathan with the one seed differential, just making the regular season worth something for everybody. In the 5-12 matchup, I don't like to see Brad on my side of the bracket, but there he is, the 5 seed Brad against the 12 seed KP. Brad with a 14-point lead to start that matchup up. Elliott is the 4 seed. He'll take on the 13 Tyler. Tyler has himself a big hole already. 18-point lead for Elliott due to the seed differential. It's Leanne with a 10-point lead over Angie. Is a 6-11 matchup there. Leanne the 6 seed, Angie the 11 seed. There's Nick. Nick does have a 22-point lead over Team Christine to start off. 3 seed versus 14 seed. So Nick, like I said, limping into those playoffs, buddy. You better fix that, right that ship up. And then the 7-10 matchup, Tommy Cotter's nervous for this one. He said it'll be an upset if he wins. Looking at the rosters, it might be, but looking at the seeding, Tommy is the 7 seed and Teely is the 10 seed. But Teely's getting back to full strength this week, so that could be some danger as well. And there is newcomer Darren Dowell, Justin Fields of Dream picking up the 2 seed. He has the bye in the first round. So again, the scoring, the seed differential gives you that lead. In the losers bracket, we won't continue to do that. Losers bracket going for the Sacco. It's all whatever you get. All right. There were some upsets last year. Amanda was the 9 seed and she worked her way all the way to the championship game before falling to Brady Gaga. But so don't worry if you do have that deficit, you can still catch up there. Taking a look at this week's matchups. All right, we got Fail Mary, this 8 seed with a 2-point lead, but Ankeny Natron is favored 138 to 135, as you see there. Brad has the 14-point lead, but Team KP favored 134 to 132. But check out Brad's name, last minute lineup. He usually pulls it together. And like I said, he is hot right now. You got Elliott with the big lead to start with over Tyler. In Elliott's favor, 188 to 103. Tyler making a bid for that Sacco in the first year of it. Leanne is favored over Angie, 152 to 122. You got Christine and Nick. Nick's favored 171 to 131. That 22-point lead really helping him out there. And Christine has somebody on a bye. And then the matchup, probably one of the tightest matchups we're going to have the week. Right now, Tommy Cotter is favored 161 to 132. You can see Teely does have a couple guys out of there. And then just sitting and watching this week, Brady Gaga and Justin Fields of Dream, me and Darren are just going to sit around and watch what happens and see what our matchup will be next week. So we are in the playoffs. Week 1, it is win or go home. Actually, win or go to the losers bracket. I guess I would say not win or go home. But this is the time of year. This is what we play for. And of course, we're going to go Brady Gaga to end this thing up, as I'm looking for a 4-peat. Best of luck to everybody. Set those lineups and check those scores. You never know what can happen in the playoffs, everybody. Baby, give me your body. Sometime, baby, let's have a party. No time for sleeping, baby. Sun is round your street, I'm creeping. Better be ready for the playoffs. Go, Brady Gaga.